mine. It's the Anton and Cveta playthrough. Now, this is probably the toughest playthrough that you can do. I'm not going to force any content, final or anniversary mode. I'll wait until we've got a couple of viewers in, and then I'll explain what we're doing. So what have we got? We've got a nice big location. Here's our two characters. They're about as tough as they look, which is a bit of a problem when you're trying to survive in something so apocalyptic. Okay. Now we're gonna need to build. We've got some beds built. That's really, really handy. Yes, we're gonna need that. Let's start clearing. We need to open these locked doors. We need a crowbar. I want to keep the lockpicks for trade. Let's get Cveta building a metal workshop first of all. First of all, this is always the first thing that I do. So we need a total of 10 components. Now, anything that I'm not using immediately, I am going to keep. I'm going to keep scurried away, because otherwise it can be nicked. If somebody comes to raid this place, which they're bound to do. We're just not going to be able to sort of fend anyone off, basically. If they come in, they are going to steal stuff. They're probably going to injure us. Anyone who's seen my channel has probably seen me playing this before. Maybe knows the drill. We're just going to try and survive. We're going to have to survive under very harsh conditions. What we're going to do is just try and hold out until somebody else comes. Oops. No, didn't want to do that. We got all this. Okay, there's some food there. That's great. I think we're going to need one more component. That's those box things. And then we can build a crowbar, and then we can start exploring this house properly. There it is. Get the chat room up. Hey, Pionfire001. How are you doing today? Hopefully ready for some harsh but very, very interesting survival drama with this war of mine. See Anton just feel harsh. These poor old guys on their hands and their knees digging through this rubble trying to clear this house. So glad that we've already got some beds built. That's really, really flipping good. Let's just make sure that everywhere is open first. Keep Anton doing that. Cveta, you go around, you just start busting stuff open. Let's start getting these cleared. And this is just a really, really tough run through. There's no guarantees in this game. It all seems so calm and serene, but that'll change. Oh, thanks, baby. Gemma's helping me. She's going to be making notes to where everything is. Okay, so I've got some components and meds and food and a book, actually. They can't steal books. I don't think they can, anyway. So that's what's in the bottom right of the house. Like I said, I'm going to be keeping stuff. Oh, hi, G-Man TWD. Thank you for joining me. Got some survival horror going on. No zombies, though. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We got that as well.
We're not going to note down as you find it.
Yeah, because I'm going to be keeping it there.
Where?
Wherever I find it, just so that... there's a tub of med, there's a morsel of food there as well. Now, I might start thinking about what we could actually start building. Something that we really need to be able to do is defend ourselves, but we're also going to need stoves. Don't know about heating yet. Right, how much is it to... I was going to see how much it takes to build a stove. We're not going to need that right away, so we can just leave everything where it is at the moment. Let's just work on busting open these doors. How are you doing there, Cveta? Oh, well done. I'm glad that nobody's ill or anything like that. And the skills that we've got here, Anton's a mathematician, Cveta is a school mom, so she's good with kids. We don't have any kids in the house though, so... Yeah, what we've basically got is a couple of old people who are not very good at defending themselves, not very good at scavenging, they're not really good at anything. So we're really giving ourselves a challenge. And it's going to be rough, it's going to be really rough, first of all. I have done this. I have completed it with Anton and Cveta. I would like for them to have a happy ending by the end of this, but it's tough. The hardships that they're going to be put through. The main thing is getting the house raided and them getting injured. It's bound to happen. And there's some things that we can't do, like normally you can improve the morale in the house by doing good deeds. That can include killing bad people. The old school mom and the cantankerous mathematician are not particularly good at combat, so doing things like going to the supermarket, saving that girl, that's not really on the cards because we just don't have the muscle to be able to do that. It's a tricky one. Like I said, we've got to survive as best we can until somebody else comes along. Okay, and we've got some books and we've got some meds and components in the bottom left. Books, meds, books, bandage, 3 components. I would get that book, but I thought, well, wait a minute, can they steal the books? I don't know. What have we got? St. Mary's Church. Might have something to give away or trade. Okay, so we can go to St. Mary's Church and we can trade. That's a good thing. The Quiet House. Now the Quiet House, I know that if we're going to the looted gas station, we're going to need some saw blades to get through some grates. We're going to go to the Quiet House and just see what's there. We will take the crowbar. That might be essential. Hi Fluffinator, hi Mel. Nice to see you here. Okay, so we got some oldie wonks there as well. Hey, we're old too. Let's bust through this, let's see what happens. They might well get upset at us doing this. We could always steal their stuff. But Anton and Cveta are good people. If we start stealing stuff, they're going to get upset. That old guy, I hope he's not going up to get a gun or anything. got to see if there's just some stuff that we can take that they don't mind us taking. Anything that has that hand over the piece of jewelry, that means that we would be nicking it, we would be stealing it. It is bad karma. While I am pretty willing to do whatever it takes for Anton and Cveta to get through this, it's a bit of a false economy, because they'll get so upset because we're doing the wrong thing. So that's stealing, that's stealing. Hey dude. Alright, I'm not gonna nick anything. God. This poor old couple, they remind me, they're basically us. It's like Anton and Cveta. Look, I'm not doing anything, okay? I'm not gonna hurt you. No, that's stealing. That's stealing. Whoa, harsh language. Let's just see what's out here. A bit of wood, that's handy. We're looking for components, we're looking for wood, anything with which we can build. Okay, that's what we're getting. It's not a great haul, it's not terrible, but I am not going to come back here. I'm not going to steal from these people. It's just... I just wouldn't anyway. Maybe one day I'll do a run through where we're just evil. Pure evil all the way through. But it's not tonight. I'm back and in one piece, if a bit tired. Oh no, Anton's feeling a bit sick. Okay, there's probably some meds somewhere in this house. Yes, I did find some meds. I might use them right away. But it might be that Anton with enough rest could get better, I don't know. Hopefully some more locations will open up. I mean, if push really comes to shove and we really do have to flip in start raiding and nicking stuff, then we might well go for that old people's house. Might risk it. I mean, the building is warm. But yeah, Anton's an old guy, so... Right, now let's see. What do we actually want to build? I think we've unlocked everything. Just about. We could do with fortifying this place. Building some more weapons. That would be a good bet. Yeah, we haven't got a shovel. We haven't got an awful lot of stuff. Ideally, we would have all of the stuff that we need to bandage up whoever gets attacked whenever somebody raids our house or, you know, whatever. Oh, here comes somebody. Okay, now this is the only thing that we do have going for us. Because we're a vulnerable old couple, there are some kindly neighbours around, and they will occasionally do something for us. They'll give us some stuff, or you got some good news. Lay it on me, bud. Food. Yep. Brilliant. Okay, that's really, really helpful. Let's get Anton some kip. Hell Let Loose is on Game Pass. It's an amazing World War II game. Okay. That sounds pretty good. I might well check it out. Looking for new stuff to stream. That sounds like a good one. Okay, let's see what's behind this. Maybe if we can just have Anton sleep it off, that's fine. If he does get sicker, we've got a tub of meds. very good medication, so that might well make him feel a bit better. Okay, okay, we've got something to trade. And we've got quite a lot of components and wood. What do we want to do? Don't need any of that. I think we need to build a stove. We are going to need that at some point. So let's just get one more component out. Let's get that stove built, ready for when we need to get some food cooked and everything. I think we're going to need some water as well, so we better get some rainwater collectors. Stove. Where's the actual kitchen? There it is. I like to try and keep everything all neat and logically laid out. Anton is not going to be getting back up again. He's just going to be trying to sleep and recover from that sickness that he said that he had. We'll build this stove. I would like to upgrade the stove. The sooner you do that, the more benefit that you're getting from it. I'm tempted to have them eat today, because that food, we can't really defend it. It's probably going to get nicked if we don't. So we need one component, 8 wood. Sorry, 1 cog. 20 components, 8 wood. Can we do that? And again, this is the slightly awkward way that we've got to do things, just because we've got to keep everything where we find it, otherwise it can be stolen when people come and raid us, which they're bound to do. So we've got some components out already. I think we should push for it. We should try to upgrade that stove if we can tonight. Time's ticking. Sorry, Anton. I need more hands on deck. See, I want to get this done before night comes, because if somebody raids us, they're just going to nick our stuff. It's just what's going to happen. So we needed a total of 20 components. Brilliant, we can do it. All we've got to do is start building it, and then the components will be spent and it will be laid down. If we don't get it finished tonight, that's actually kind of okay. That's not as big a problem as it might seem. Then definitely a rainwater collector. Oh, wood. Shoot. Shoot. We need wood. Nope. Was there wood in here? I can't remember. Nope. Okay, come on, come on, come on. This is a pretty desperate race against time. I can see that it's clicking orange already. Nope. Right, you'd better get by the stove so that if we find the wood, which we do have now. Come on, old man. Get there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It will turn night at 8 o'clock. Okay, that was close. That was really, really close. Okay, we've got the supermarket. Now, the supermarket is somewhere which can be a good place for us, but can also be a very bad place for us. We'd have to get past somebody, basically, and we're not going to be able to do that because we're not strong enough. we're not going to be able to fight our way past the inebriated soldier who we know is there. So we go here. This has got some danger, but we don't have to deal with that, basically. Not right away. Let's start stockpiling our stuff, getting everything that we need. Start clearing this map. So yes, he's talking about those people smugglers. Those are those extremely nasty bandits who are on the far right side of the map. You got some car fixing to do, have you? Well, it's nice to have a skill. It's nice to help people out, and it's nice to make a bit of money while you're doing it as well. Now, there's every chance that, I mean, we might get raided. I don't know. If we get raided tonight, Anton's in bed. He hasn't got a weapon or anything like that. They're probably going to nick our food. Anton could wind up injured and sick. I'm hoping they hold off raiding us for just one night. What we can do, of course, is that we can barricade the house. We can build... we can barricade up the holes in the wall. That makes it easier to defend. The fact is, it's an old man, it's an old woman. At best, they're going to have a crowbar to swing at people. You know, they're not going to fight off a concerted attack, no way. I don't know how long it will take for somebody to come along to our shelter and say, hey, can I live here as well? I mean, whoever it is, they're very welcome to. Ideally, it will be somebody like Marco, somebody who is sort of combat capable, who can fix the gaps in the skills that our two characters that we're starting off with have. The gaps in their skills include everything. They're not really very capable at doing anything. In most games, you know, you have a challenge, you have a scenario, you have multiple characters, some have different strengths and weaknesses. This War of Mine is a little bit different in that it's a bit more realistic. You're going to have people who are just... They're just not going to be very capable at all. Some characters are amazing chefs, or they're great at scavenging because they're fast and strong. You know, some people have, you know, just things that will help. They'll help with morale or building things. Cveta and Anton don't really have any applicable skills, not really. Anton can catch rats quickly. Apparently being a good mathematician is good for that. I don't know why, but it is. But yeah, I mean, it's a while before we build rat traps and start to use his ability. So for the moment, we've just got two characters. Yeah, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. So fingers crossed. I don't know, maybe the game will be kind to us. Let's just see what's here. At least Cveta, she's not too slow, basically. She's okay as far as getting around that map goes. Tempted to bring food back early. The reason being that we could cook some food, we can put it on the stove. When people raid your shelter, they don't nick food off of the stove for some reason. And we've got to use every advantage, whether that's some flaw in the game or if it's actually a feature that's supposed to be there, I'm a little unsure. But it's something that we've got to keep in mind, we've got to take advantage of. Because when you're trying to survive a brutal civil war where there's the risk of starvation, sickness, being killed, yeah, you've really got to use every advantage. Except for stealing from an even older, even more infirm old couple. I'm just, like I said, in our first visit out, I'm not doing that. Go on, Cveta. I think there's a slight difference in how quickly characters clear rubble. I'm guessing Cveta and Anton do a pretty slow job of it. Somebody like Bruno, who's incredibly strong, I think he can clear stuff a lot quicker. These old guys, not so much. Okay, at least we're finding some really good stuff here. These components, this wood, this is fantastic. We don't have to engage with the big scary brutes on the other side of the map. Not yet, anyway. Okay, and I get the feeling that we're going to be coming back to this particular location fairly frequently. I'm going to leave the crowbar, I'm going to leave the food. I know that we want to build a rainwater collector, so I'm just going to bring some bits for that. 4, 8, 12. I think we need 15 components for a rainwater collector. I think we need some wood as well. We're going to take this. Hopefully this is what we need. Let's see if somebody's come to beat up the old man. Please don't have raided. I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. There's not exactly a good time when somebody can just come into your house, nick all your stuff, and beat up the residents, but, someone tried to rob us. They'd be more scared than us. They didn't do much harm. Okay, that is about as good as it gets. What are we going to do? Cveta, let's get you rested. Now we might... How badly is he hurt? He's slightly wounded. He has got over that sickness. He is no longer down with the sickness. That's good. I want to build a rainwater collector if we can. Sorry that you got battered, Anton. But there's no time for laying around. Let's finish upgrading. The hell? Did he just cancel building that? I think he did. Idiot. No. It's just a slight. Okay. That was weird. I didn't mean to cancel building the stove. I think. Fine. We'll have the stove there instead. It's fine. So we will have got those components back. At least that's something. We'll carry on with that. We'll build a rainwater collector. Water, obviously it's needed for food, cooking. It's also a good trading commodity. It's also something that raiders might try and nick as well. I'm glad that we have got... I mean, the raiders, it said that they were pretty feeble. They didn't steal anything, and they only lightly wounded Anton, and he was in bed at the time. So I don't think we are dealing with, you know, particularly scary issues here. Yeah, I'll build a rainwater collector, and then the next priority is defense. It's holding this place up, maybe getting another weapon. We might actually be able to fend off these particularly feeble attacks. Now, what do we got? We haven't got any food out. Okay, so we've got water. Let's see if we've got what we need to build a rainwater collector. Okay, food, good. When's Cveta up again? I want to put Anton to bed, really. I'm gonna eat some of those cans. What am I? I really thought that when we got raided, it would go a lot worse than that. Okay, Cveta's up. That means Anton can get his head down. Just quickly check what's here. Okay, loads and loads of wood. Cveta, just have a quick look. What do we need for a rainwater collector? A lot more components. Okay, fine. I think we might have exhausted all of the components that we could potentially find in the house. If we have, then that's just how it is. Oh, no. Okay. We can build a rainwater collector. We can't build any filters yet, but that's okay. We'll build this now. Put it right there, and then people can just get that going immediately as soon as they get into the house from wherever they've been. Okay, Anton, up we go. Don't let the bedbug bite. Next up, we need to upgrade the workshop, and then we can start barricading those great big holes that are letting scary people in. Let's just see what we need. So 14 components, 6 more wood, 5 cogs. Right, great, okay. We do indeed have some cogs in the house, so that's kind of okay. Kind of want to get cooking. Like I said, we'll cook some food up, we'll put it on the stove. Can't be nicked. It's unlikely that we're going to get raided again tomorrow. It's not completely outside the realms of possibility, but it's not that likely. So let's get all of our food together. I think I spied some vegetables somewhere. Yep. Kind of want to keep those cans so that if the kids come along and they say, hey, our mum's starving, can you help us out? Then we can help them out. Gonna need some matches. Need to be able to light a fire if you're gonna cook some food. Okay, alright. Hell let loose. I'll remember it. So if we want to cook some food, yeah, we got everything that we need. That's wicked. Great. And of course we're doing it more efficiently because we upgraded the stove immediately. Therefore we're cooking this stuff as efficiently as we can. I will let them get to very hungry before I feed them. As soon as that happens though, I will, yeah, I'll get them fed. They might get a little bit miserable. Right, now again, what do we need? 14 components, 1 wood, 4 cogs. So bad it's actually fun. Oh, the new Walking Dead game. Yeah. What's it called? Timelines or something like that? It's already going down in legend. It really is. I think people who aren't even into games like have heard of that. It's something else. I will not be streaming it. But I have seen people playing it, and you just like, are you kidding me? What is this? Yeah, it's It's impressive in its badness. If somebody sort of said like, if there were like 30 people and they're just like, we guarantee that we will watch your stream if you play this awful game, I'd put myself through it. I would torture myself for the entertainment of others. I would. But yeah, I've seen it, and jeez. I mean, that's an idea for a streaming theme, playing the worst games out there. King Kong, that Gollum game, Walking Dead timelines or whatever it is. I just don't think they finished the game. It always feels harsh to make fun of other people's efforts. I bet that there were people there involved in that game who are like, look, I want this to be good. You know, let's make something as good as we can. Let's make it impressive. Let's do honor to the Walking Dead name. There are probably some real fans in there who are just like, oh, I can't believe that I get to be a part of the Walking Dead, even in this small way. And then, I don't know, maybe there were budget cuts or time constraints or something, and what was created was something that is not very good. You know, it happens. Not necessarily anyone's fault, but yeah, it's bonkers. All of the character models seem really strange as well. You're like, I guess that's Rick? It's Rick Grimes from Wish. Hey, at least we've got No Man's Land. And that's flipping great. Somebody was... Actually, it was asked yesterday, what's the big news? I guess it wasn't specifically to do with No Man's Land, but here it is. The guys from Walking Dead No Man's Land reached out to me and said, would you like to create some stuff for us? Like previews of things that we're working on. You know, do you want to get involved in sort of discussing the design of some of these things and bouncing ideas around and stuff like that? So I said, yeah. So in 2024, I'm going to be able to have some sneak previews of things that they're going to be doing with The Walking Dead No Man's Land. Now, there is an NDA, there's disclaimers and things like that. It's all going to be stuff that's sort of in progress, so I might be, you know, talking about something. It might not be the finished product and stuff like that, but I will have some previews and some early looks at stuff that they are developing for The Walking Dead No Man's Land, which is just really cool. Again, like I said, signed an NDA and all of that kind of stuff. There's limits to what I'll be able to say. But I'll be working in tandem with the, you know, sort of the community moderators and things like that. I think it's going to be really, really cool. I'm really excited. I've been playing that game for probably about since it came out in 2015, really. You know, to actually be directly involved with it, it's very exciting. And then for anybody who watches the Twitch, you know, or watches my videos, you know, you might get a little bit of a heads up, sort of see what's in store. I think it's going to be cool. I was so flattered to be asked. Thank you. It does feel like a big deal. It's like when I said like, oh, it's a big deal to do with No Man's Land. It's like it's more of a big deal to do with me and anyone who enjoys the videos. But then that's, you know, that's everybody here, so yeah, really, really excited about that. I keep telling myself that I've done everything that I want to do with this war of mine, and then just find myself coming back to it. There's something about streaming it as well, and just sort of sharing this particular experience, which is, I don't know, it's just, it's really interesting, it's really cool, I like doing it. And I thought, like, after the last one, like, right, that's it. I've told all of the stories that I can on this war of mine, and I'm just like, how about if I play as the old guys, and it's really, really difficult, and people can maybe watch / laugh as I survive / struggle desperately to get through the game with them. I'm probably other stuff that I'm going to find myself wanting to do after this one as well. So maybe this war of mine is just, I'm just always going to keep on coming back to it. It's that perfect mix of sort of being intense, but also relaxed in a way as well. Oh, thank you very much. That's really lovely to hear. The main thing is I got you back into the game, and you get to just enjoy the game and the community with everyone else. It really is something. Now we needed lots and lots. We needed 14 components. I can't remember exactly. That should do the trick. Did need some wood. We needed some cogs. I think that will do. Oh no. I'm going to gamble that the trader is going to arrive. That's why I took those pills along with us. Take that. I'm going to take this. I've got a feeling the trader is going to arrive tomorrow. That's why we're taking some of those valuable things. We've got those pills. We've got the jewellery. Now, there is a chance that later on in the game, we'll have the opportunity to bribe somebody to get out of this war-torn city. You use jewellery for that. You have to give them 8 pieces of jewellery to get a place on the boat, but I'm not going to gamble that that's going to happen. Oh, they stole food. They stole quite a lot of food. Anton was wounded. Alright, okay, it happened. Anton's probably in a somewhat bad state now. We need another cog. Right, okay, let's... So he's only slightly wounded, okay. Alright, this is... I mean, this is rough, but it's not terrible. He's not getting flipping battered from pillar to post. I don't want these guys constantly raiding us, nicking all of our stuff. There's just not much we can do about that. Can you remember where the cog was in the house? Okay. Okay, let's get Cveta upstairs. Anton, I know that you're injured, mate, but you're just going to have to suck it up. You're going to have to do the housework, basically. I can't believe they nicked 2 cans and they nicked a morsel of food as well. That's really bad. Yeah. There's a cog. Brilliant. Okay, we can upgrade the workshop. He's sad, so Anton's got sad on. That's never a good thing. There's not much that we can do to alleviate his mood as well. There's some drastic measures that you can take, like getting your characters drunk. That puts them in a better mood. Anton is abstinent, so he ain't gonna do that. All of the characters get saddened if your shelter is raided. They just don't feel very safe there anymore. There's just not much that we can do about that, really. Except maybe start boarding up. We've now upgraded the workshop, and this is very important, the trader. So both Anton and Cveta, they're not very good scavengers because they can't carry a lot of stuff. So we need to make the absolute maximum that we can from the trader. We don't want to be generous. We do not want to be generous at all. We're going to need loads and loads of wood. Now, essentially, if we have water, that saves us making water. I think that's an okay trade. We've got some meds here. We're going to need some of these. We needed 2 components per plank that we're going to use to board this house up. And then we want to get the rest of that wood. Excellent. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. And then the rest of what do we need? And cogs would be great. Okay, we're right on the line here. This is everything that we're going to get off of this guy. But I think that we've got everything that we need to board up. Yeah, we're going to need one more. One more bit of wood. Hopefully we've got 1 plank of wood in the house. We'll get 2 of the holes boarded up. There's 3 in total. And then if we put somebody on guard with the crowbar, we might be able to fend off those raiders. They're not very determined. They're not very tough. We might be able to, I don't know, at least stop them from nicking our damn stuff. Oh, did I not get any food on? Oh, no, they've eaten, haven't they? That's it. Yeah. Yeah, 9 wood. We need 1 more piece of wood, and then we can get another hole boarded up. And depending on who you start with, you're going to have different priorities, basically. Oh. We've got another piece of jewellery there. Is there anything else from our friend, the trader, that we want? If not, then no problem. Cveta's up. Could get some more components. Components are very, very important. Is it worth trading some jewelry for it? Probably is, actually. Nope. Come on, Cveta, you get looking around the house as well. Yeah, they will come back in force. If we can just make it a little bit more, make it so that we can protect ourselves. There you go. Excellent. Right, we can board the whole damned house up. That makes a big difference. 1. Granted, we still don't have any weapons with which to defend ourselves, but that's part 2. That's going to be our next priority after doing this. I'm glad we're on day 4 and we've already achieved a lot of what I wanted to do. And we haven't been too badly hit. We haven't been too badly smacked around or anything. Hopefully, it won't be long before somebody else arrives. We can put a capable weapon in their hand, and then we are safe in our own house. Bring the crowbar back. We're going to use that as a weapon. Guards are more effective if they've got something to actually fight with, funnily enough. Do we want to trade those components? I think we do. So, Cveta, get that jewellery out of there. Anton, do your smooth talking thing. Let's get a good deal. We can, yeah, we need some components to do things like produce filters so that we can start making water. Oof. Yeah, is that all we're getting? 12 12 components. I mean, we've... Alright. Okay, it's not a great deal. But... that is... Okay. Right, what do we want to do now? Creature comforts? Mm-mm. Rat traps? Yes. Just a couple more components, just a little bit of wood, and then we can start building our own food. Once you can start doing that, you can start getting ahead of things a bit. Okay, so there we go. Bottom right is the medication. Yeah, we've got plenty of cogs for everything that we want to do. Can we get... oh no, we don't. We need 3 more cogs, don't we? Took 10 to build a rat trap. Can we start getting one built now? Okay, alright. The night has overtaken us. That's okay, that's fine. We've still got places that we can go. You know what, Anton? I'm going to put him in bed. I'm going to gamble that we aren't going to get raided. It's a bit of a risk. But then Anton, I could put him on guard, but he just ain't going to do much anyway, so... I'd rather take the risk that we can perhaps get him healed up. Now let's just quickly go through the map again, everywhere that we've been, and let's just see if there's anything else that we can pick up. Every single scrap that we can find. And let's see, we've had a couple of events now, including the trader. I'm wondering if perhaps tomorrow night somebody will come and say, hey, can I stay with you? Fingers flipping cross. Now we don't want to go in there. I mean, I don't know if there's anything to search in here. Okay, we can see that one of the guys is there. It's possible that we could go in there, try and steal some stuff under those scary people's noses, but then they are, as mentioned, scary people with assault rifles. It could get messy. I think there's just a few little bits that we left laying around here. There's something in the basement, there's something up here. Oh, some teddy bears. Those... they come in useful if there are children in the shelter. You can give the kids something to play with, and then that just puts them in a better mood. And that tends to put everybody else in the house in a better mood. Everyone's quite sensitive to the plight of the children. And of course, Cveta is a school mom, so she's great with kids. And there is a chance, of course, we've got space for 2 people in the shelter. There is a chance that it could be somebody with their offspring who comes along and says, hey, look, do you mind if we stay here? Okay, what did we need? We needed cogs, didn't we? We don't got no cogs. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. So we can put some more food on the stove, that's good. We'll make one more trip here. Tomorrow night, well maybe we will. I better make a note of... yes, sounds like real life. Yeah. So I might go somewhere else tomorrow. If you could just make a note that there's veggies, tub of medicine. One fertilizer. Lots of components, lots of wood. And 4 electrical components. We're going to take the crowbar back as well, because we might well find ourselves going somewhere else. We need those cogs so that we can build rat traps. Getting to the point now where we've got stuff being stored in the house, and if we do get raided, it could get nicked. Yeah, did have a really good haul. God damn. What do they take? Some components, a cog, and some water. That's not a big deal, not really. Now the good news is we've brought back the crowbar, so we can actually have somebody on guard, able to guard. Anton is wounded. There's just no two ways of getting around it. We've got to bandage him up. He's an old man as well, so he is not particularly resistant to any kind of injury or anything like that. I can't remember where the bandage was. I love the graphics on this game. Simple but so immersive. Really impressive game that they made. Yeah. And I'm always bringing it up. The guys who created it did survive a civil war. I think it was Sarajevo, the Siege of Sarajevo. I think this served as inspiration for the game. And it's also, it's really funny because I saw a review of the board game edition of this. And in order to test its authenticity, they had it reviewed by somebody who had survived the Siege of Sarajevo. This person didn't seem to know the history of this war of mine, but he kept on saying, like, this is, yeah, this kind of captures the feel of it. It always seems a little bit, I don't know, I mean, you're sort of saying, like, this game makes you feel like you're in the war. That might sound a little bit strange, but there's definitely something about it where it just feels like you can tell that the people knew what it was like. Now here we go. This is what I said earlier. Because we are an old couple, sometimes people take pity on us. He's obviously got something for us. It might be a load of... sometimes they bring wood, components, things like that. I know that you're hungry, I know you just cooked, but... afraid the bandits are just testing our defences. Yeah, well, we haven't had any defences, and we just had an old man laying in bed, so... you know... Yep. Cheers. Cheers, buddy. I think that that's put in there just so that you can, yeah, you can more easily build those defenses, which we've already put up. That replenishes a lot of our supplies. Now what I want to do, find that bandage, which I know is in this house. Get Anton sleeping, and then I'm tempted maybe to just let him rest tonight. We won't go scavenging. We'll put Cveta on guard, and then from then on we'll be able to have Anton look after the place. Is it literally in the last place that we look? The bandage is literally in the last place that we look.
Yeah.
Okay. Cveta, let's start producing some currency. Now this is, you know, this ain't much. We could build a rad, we could build a radio. We're not going to use our electrical components for a while. We do have plenty of components. Okay, I tell you what, we're gonna build some filters. We're gonna start making some water for cooking and for trade, and then we're going to get ourselves a radio. It's a handy thing to have, no doubt about it. You know how old people like listening to the radio. I mean, we've got 2 beds, we've got an armchair and a chair. We've actually got quite a lot of little creature comforts already, which is great. Obviously, the game starts you out with those because, you know, you're not in a great position with these elderly people trying to survive this war of mine. One thing that doesn't seem to be happening is the cold. A lot of these playthroughs, you're just on the cusp of it being a very cold and brutal winter. You have to build heaters, you have to keep them fueled up. It takes a lot of resources. That doesn't seem to be happening here, which is good. Yeah, build a radio. Let's put that here. Yeah, the graphics are amazing. The music is also just stunning. I mean, talk about somebody nailing the brief. Whoever the composer is, they obviously were told what kind of emotions, what kind of atmosphere to evoke, and it's just there. It's like if things start getting dicey, if you're out scavenging and there's danger around, the music is quite intense and dramatic without being overblown. When you're in the house, it's ambient, it's quite mournful, but it's not sad and depressing. Let's see what's going on. So, upcoming days should be nice and warm. Cigarettes are expensive. And the poor old guys at the radio station, they have suffered a loss. Okay, let's call it a day there. I think we do this. Yeah, I know, right? Cveta as the guard. Not, probably not going to inspire an awful lot of fear amongst the raiders, but then they're not that capable. It was calm. Anton's better. He's still wounded. He's very hungry. But he is better. Okay, let's get you fed, mate. He's going to have to sleep again. That's the problem. He didn't actually get any better. Check the radio while you're at it. He's definitely staying in bed today to try and recover as best he can. What do you know? War is messy. Gonna leave it until at least, well, sort of about halfway through the day to see if anyone arrives. There's not an awful lot that we can get on with here at our little shelter because we didn't go scavenging, we didn't get anything. I mean, really, Anton, it's not a great sort of way for him to be. Do we put him on guard? I mean, we might have to tonight. We can't go 2 nights without scavenging. It's just, you know, we just can't. What do we got? Not a ton. Not a lot of great stuff. Got some herbs that we could trade with, I guess. Here come the little kittywinks. And we're going to have to tell them no, because somebody stole one of our tins of food. Our mummy is sick. Can you please help us? I don't think we can, actually, kid. I mean, maybe. We did. So Cveta, I mean, of course she's content. I mean, my gosh. We just helped some kids. She is so down with the kids. Acquiescing to their request is just going to make her happy. Anton, yeah, even he's just like, he's not like, oh, we could have done with them ourselves. He's like, get it entirely. Yeah, of course we did that. It's nighttime. Then we go to the church. Cveta, you guard actually. Anton, you're scavenging, mate. Tempted to leave Cveta with the crowbar so she can actually defend herself. What we could do... Yeah, I kind of like this. Take a few bits to trade. Even if we don't trade in this session, we can just leave them somewhere, and then we know that when we come back, we've got some stuff. Oh, poor old Anton, look at him sort of limping along there. I mean, the AI can get a little bit funny at times. Here, you can find yourself being attacked for no apparent reason. Yes, your flock sleeps beneath the church. We are not going to disturb them, believe me. This wounded old man is not going to go down there causing, you know, problems for everybody. It's not going to happen. I would like some of your finest cogs, please. So herbs, not really of much value unless you can make cigarettes. Do we want to trade? I think, let's see if we can get some more filters, because then we can make water and we can use that for our own trade. Okay. Got a lot of books there. Are they the Bible? Yeah. Now, I haven't searched anything here yet. Might be that there's plenty of cogs and stuff here as it is. We shall see. Okay, this is a good location for us, definitely. I'm gonna go a little bit farther into the map. Plenty of stuff under there, but we don't really have the means to produce saw blades. We're gonna need a shovel, stuff like that. This door is boarded up. Okay. I'm just gonna do that classic thing of clearing the map first. So anything that's in our way, any barriers that we can get through, like this rubble that can be cleared, we're gonna clear that. And then we've got free movement around the map. I think that there's quite a couple of places. This is St. Mary's Church. I think there's a couple of places where we need saw blades. A shovel really helps at some bits as well. But we'll do the best that we can with our quite badly wounded old man. Hey dude. He looks like he has a gun. Okay, alright, he's not threatening us. I'm gonna take him at his word. We really aren't looking for any trouble. Anton might just about be able to fend off a kitten if it doesn't get its claws out. So we are not gonna take on some rather healthy looking guy with a handgun. Be like a toddler taking on Jack Reacher. It's only really going to go one way. No. No. Yeah, you keep getting your fresh air, mate. We're really not going to bother you. There's another thing to dig through. We can kind of come back to that, I think. We'll do that tomorrow. I mean, we've got some more cogs. Brilliant. Let's make a little bit of progress with this rubble pile here, but we're definitely going to be spending a good couple of days coming back to St. Mary's Church here. I think we did some fantastic trading. I think we've got some really good bits that we're going to be able to just find around the map as well. And what I'm hoping... What am I hoping for? I would like to upgrade the workshop again and build a reinforced door. 2 things that you can do to fortify your shelter, besides having guards with guns. Not that we've got any guns. You can board up the holes in the shelter, which we've done. Very good. And you can also reinforce the door. If you do that, that massively increases the integrity of your shelter, makes it much, much harder for bandits to have a successful raid. As we go along, as this war drags on, as we get more days under our belts, when people come to raid, they're going to be more determined and more dangerous. So we've got to start getting ready for that. There's different priorities that you might have depending on who you have in your little team of survivors. If you have these poor, helpless old couple, then being able to defend yourself is something that you've really got to put some thought into. There's lots of empty nothing heres. That's not what we need. I want components, I want cogs, I want everything really. We're going to have to start making our way back. Ugh. It's going to slow us down a little bit. Hopefully we can get back before the sun catches us, because I want Anton to rest as best he can, because of course he's injured. But I can't go back empty-handed as well, so I'm going to still have to search, see if there's anything that we can take back of value. That doesn't count. Yeah, I know, Anton, you do got to leave this place fast. Oof, okay. Ditch that, ditch that, ditch that. I want to get those cogs, I really, really do. If it means that we get caught by the sun, we get caught by the sun. Come on. That will get us at least 1 trap. And... yeah, and we can bait it as well with some fertilizer. Because I don't think we've got any food back at the shelter now, do we? We haven't got anything. Which I don't like the sound of. Okay, Cveta was on guard. They didn't steal anything, we were able to defend ourselves. Brilliant. Okay, that's excellent. Right, Anton, I tell you what, Cveta, excellent. Cveta just fought off those raiders. Excellent, we can do it. We can keep ourselves safe for now. That is such a big deal. That is really, really important, especially with this little team. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. Right, Cveta, you get some kit. Anton does the chores. And then we swiftly swap once she's fine. Got a couple of things that we want to get on with. For example, building a rat trap. Did I leave some food at one of the locations? Yeah, I think... yeah, it would be at the airport, wouldn't it? Let's build these somewhere convenient. Build them there. Right, so we've got 6 cogs. We need 4 more. Might be able to find those at St. Mary's. Maybe what we could start doing is thinking about building some saw blades. Maybe we build another crowbar, because then we can keep one here as a weapon. We can take another one out for scavenging. Hello, sir. Alright, okay. People are digging deep and trying to look after us. That helps. Okay, now we've got the rat trap built and we need to bait it with something. Fertilizer. Mate, if you've got some cans of food or anything, that would be very welcome. Those kids, eventually, the ones that we gave the meds to, they're going to come back eventually and they're going to say, oh, that they need their mother fed. My large collection of books, maybe I could leave them with you for safekeeping. Otherwise, I'm afraid someone will burn them when it gets cold. They could help you pass the time, and I'll come back for them after the fighting is over. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, now let's burn them and keep ourselves warm. No. Oh. Okay, that's great. So those books, practically they don't do much, but they're really going to help with morale in this little shelter of ours. Right, so where are we then? What are we going to want to do? We're going to want to build another rat trap. I think that's very important. I want to keep churning out water. That's something I want to keep doing as well, so that we can trade that. I mean, food is priority number one. We've got one can. Hopefully we'll catch a rat before anyone gets too hungry. Let's build two of these. We'll always get some water going. Slowly build up a stockpile of tradable water. Tell you what, Cveta can finish that off in a sec. She should be up in just a tick. Hero that she is. Cveta the crowbar. Okay, I'm starting to feel good about this little run through. I thought this was going to be an absolute disaster. I'm going to be very careful what I say, to be fair, actually, because tempting fate is a thing, especially when it comes to this game. Did we say that there were some cogs at the airport?
No.
No cogs at the airport. Okay. We do want to build another crowbar. Okay, we know what we want to do. End of the day. Hey, Io. Do you want to say hi on the camera? Nope. Got a looted gas station. That could have some good stuff there. I know that we can do an awful lot more if we've got a saw blade. Let's do what we did last time. It worked. Yeah, we do what we did last time. We're going to keep the crowbar there. I want to bring back at least 5 components. That's those boxes. So that we can build another crowbar. One's going to be a weapon, one's going to be the tool that we bring out with us. Still got plenty to explore here. That's one of the fun things when your people have an absolutely minuscule carrying capacity. You can just keep on coming back to a place. You get a lot of value out of a place because you just can't carry any damn thing back with you. I don't think we actually need to get through that. I don't think that's worth us doing. Because we can just climb up the ladder and go around it. There's our buddy again. Now I wonder, is there something good behind this freestanding pile of rubble? We'll probably do a total of 2 hours. What are we at? We're at 80 minutes now. So... right, cogs. Excellent. fertilizer. It's actually kind of important now. You have to bait those animal traps, and you're either baiting them with fertilizer, which works for some reason, or you're baiting them with food. Of course, if you're baiting them with food, you're kind of always taking literally sort of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, because you have to use your food to get more food. We need a saw blade for that. Yep. So there's a lot more at this location. We can't get to it just yet. We'd start working on these rubble piles down here. I wish we had a shovel. It's so much quicker if you can just dig away with it. But we can't spare those resources just yet. Not yet. There you go. Just saying hi in the chat. Okay, so what are the risks? There's a chance that we wander into a dangerous location and just get ourselves slotted. There's no way that we can really put up a fight. There's the risk that the raiders who come at night become a lot more dangerous and start to wound whoever's on guard, start to nick our stuff. There's a chance that even with the rat traps, we don't generate quite enough food to keep ahead of our hunger. It's a possibility. We could do with building a vegetable garden. It's a big investment though. If we have a vegetable garden, our food situation starts to look a whole lot better. Really, really does. Then we can really, really become self-sufficient. But yeah, we've got a way to go then, you know, before then. Especially since we can't really just carry that much stuff back from whenever we go scavenging. We haven't really got an awful lot to trade. Yes, we're generating a lot of water back at the shelter, but it's still a low value item, so we haven't really got a lot of trading power. Having said that, I think we've got a lot going for us. It'd be so handy if we could get a nice formidable weapon for the old school mom to wield when she's defending our shelter. Okay, it's 3 AM. It's definitely the old man's bedtime. So let's start heading back. Let's just check what we've got in our inventory. Okay, good. How many cogs did we have back at the shelter? I'm tempted to say 6. So we would need 2 more to build another rat trap. I really want that second rat trap built ASAP. What do you got, buddy? Okay.
Yeah.
He's blanking me. He's giving me the cold shoulder. We'll see what's in that little pile over there as well. I think we'll have time to just sort of search that, stockpile that as well. Okay, yeah, take it all. Okay, I think we've timed this little scavenger hunt pretty well. 4 cogs. That's good. That's real good. We can build another rat trap. How many components did we need for the rat trap? I can't remember exactly how many components we needed. I'm going to take that many components. We should be fine. We should be able to build a rat trap, and then we're good. I don't know if we're quite self-sufficient as far as food goes, but we've got a plan. It's a good plan, and we're putting it in action. You did have a really good haul, Anton. You did really, really well. Been raided. Cveta just flipping battered them. Again. So our poor guys are very hungry. And that's a little bit of a problem because we haven't caught a rat yet.
Yo, dirty rat.
Are you a rat? Now the temperature seems to be dipping slightly. I don't know if that means that we are going to have a winter. I'm kind of hoping we don't, because that would throw a wrench in our plans. So it says it's warm and pleasant, if a little bit windy. Okay, that's fine. We'll take that as read. Okay. Bad news. Oh, Anton, actually, you've got to bait the trap. Again, Anton is... he catches rats quicker than everyone else because he's a mathematician. I do not know how that works. But that's his ability. He catches food quicker, which is really, really helpful. I thought I brought back... I didn't grab that bit of fertilizer, did I? I'm not going to bait this with that tin food. This is, I mean, this is the problem, and it's a big one, is a lack of food. We need lots and lots of components to upgrade the workshop again. Again, I do want to do that so that we can reinforce the door. I think... Actually, let's just build one more filter. I think we've already got one, yeah. So again, the filters, great for producing water. Going to use that as a trading commodity more than anything else. We will wait until the day is so about halfway done to see if anybody arrives. I think we've got a system now. Having Anton go scavenging while Cveta holds down the fort is a surprisingly effective tactic. I don't want to leave them very hungry for very long, that's for damn sure. There is some fertilizer, isn't there, at the place that we were just at, the church, so we'll bring that back. I don't think anyone's going to visit today. Wait till Cveta is rested. We'll put some more water on, and then we'll go back to the church, I think. And then we're going to start looking for new places to search. God damn, Cveta, how flipping knackered are you? There we go. It might be that they need more sleep if they're really, really hungry. That would kind of make sense. Okay. Oh god, I wish that we could go there. We can't go there because there's just too much danger. There's things that we're limited in doing. We're really starting to hit a bit of a wall here. Just gonna have to do what we can. Now there's still a little bit more of this map that we haven't explored. There's still some rubble that we can clear. We can see what's behind there. Let's see if this guy is offering food. He is. Okay, that's something worth remembering. Maybe he was sneaking up on you, you goon. Padre's flock are a little bit tetchy. Maybe a little bit paranoid. Hey, Lishu. Do you want to climb in front of the camera? One of you usually does. Alright, so this is it. We have now opened up the map as best we can for the moment until we have some tools, saw blades and stuff. Good, more components, more wood. Always welcome. Okay, great. We can keep on coming back here. Plenty of good stuff for us. The only thing that we're lacking is food. Now tomorrow, hopefully that trap will spring and we'll have a morsel of food. That plus that tin can will have to do us. And then maybe what we could do is we can bring some water back and start trading with the Padre here. Get ahead of ourselves. And again, it's just because there are some locations that we can't go to. We can't go anywhere where it's potentially dangerous for us. We'll just get splattered. There's 3 electrical components here as well. We're probably going to be coming back here. Filter, 3 electrical components. Yes. Filter, 3 electrical components, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 wood, 10 components, and that's all there is really of note there. So it depends. There might be some more locations that will open up. Maybe somewhere we might be able to find some food and stuff. We could really do with that. If they don't, we've still got options. We can still go back to the church and everything. Oh, I didn't search everywhere, did I? There was still some stuff underneath. No. Right, Anton, you set the trap, mate, because you're very good at that. There we go. Use the fertilizer. And what I'm hoping is I'm hoping against hope that at least one of these springs today. I mean, to be fair, the other one probably won't. The one that we just set, not very likely that it's going to spring. But that first one, that's taken a couple of days already. That should spring today, and then we can feed people. Have we got some tradey stuff back at the airport, do we? Yes, we need... How much would it take to upgrade this? Because as soon as we've upgraded the metal workshop, we can start building saw blades and things. Very useful to have. Doesn't look like it's on the cards for the moment, and we're just going to have to wait and see if that trap springs. We're keeping our fingers crossed that it will. Tell you what, we'll build, while we're at it, we will build some more filters so we can produce some more water, and then at least we've got something that we can throw in for trade. Give it till we have to replenish the rainwater collector. Okay, somebody's coming. Yeah! It's another of our angelic neighbours. No, This is better than the trader. They're bringing stuff for us, but we don't have to pay for it. See, this is what you get when people take pity on you. Come on then, dude. Let's see what swag you got. Come on, man. Have you got some food for us? It's alright. I'm not leaving you waiting too long, buddy. Meds. Look at my friend Anna. She used to live here before the war. I was hoping to see her. She was always rather sickly. Yeah, we'll keep them and give them to her if she comes.
Yes.
You can trust us. Actually, you can, because some people came looking for meds and we did give them. Those kids, remember? Okay. One way or another, someone's eating this can of food, aren't they? There's just no two ways about it. Even if the trap springs, somebody's eating that can. Oh. Anton dropping bombs in this war of mine. Come on, little ratties, come on. Can't remember, did we check the radio? No. Crime's on the rise, that's a big problem. That's a real big problem. I don't think placement of the rat traps does matter. It doesn't matter for things like rainwater. I mean, logically, yeah, it would, you know. Okay, we could really do with upgrading the workshop and building that door, but that's a bit of a way away for us as well. I'm hoping that some new locations become available because we're running out of options a little bit. We could always go to that really old couple. And we could just nick their stuff, nick their food. I mean, Cveta's very hungry. I don't know what she's going to go down to next. She's going to be pretty much starving, I think. Got to see if this springs. Come on, 2 hours left. Spring, spring, spring.
You see that? That's where it's like.
Maybe placement does matter. Okay, even if it sprung, I wouldn't have time to cook the food, so no, it didn't spring. I've never heard them say that before, so that's actually interesting. It could be that I've just placed them in a terrible place. That's really bad. There's nothing we can do about it now. Let's check out St. Mary's Church one more time. Maybe I should have bought some water to trade. Might have been a good idea. Then we could have guaranteed that we get some food, maybe some fertilizer or something. It's getting to that point where I kind of need the electrical parts. There's going to be things that we want to build, like the upgrade for the workshop, where we're going to need electrical parts. Definitely moving beyond just components, wood and cogs. We could really do with somebody else coming to live with us.
Yeah,
It'll be another mouth to feed, but my gosh. Just not a lot you can get done with these guys. If nowhere else is open tomorrow, then what we're going to have to do is we'll come back and we'll trade with the Padre. I mean, we could frankly trade stuff that we found while scavenging the church, which is a little bit dishonest, but... I mean, maybe what we could do... I mean, all of this stuff is just grade A. This is of no value to us. I wonder if we can give it to the Padre in exchange for something that might be of value. Fertilizer or something. I mean, he's not going to have much cause for use of fertilizer if he's got it. Doesn't have it. Okay. Here's some crap. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so I mean, this isn't worth nothing. How about we take a couple more bits, a couple more things that we found, and we'll see if we can get ourselves a morsel of food by just trading in back stuff that we've just found laying around in the church. There you go. I'd be willing to trade this for some food or something that we need. Let's see what we can get. And then we could come back and we could just bring a load of water. We got tons of that. We haven't used it because we haven't cooked anything. Come on, how much for a morsel of food? No, he doesn't want components. At all.
Oh, nice.
Dealio, daddy-o. That was good. We're still not ahead of ourselves as far as food goes. Okay, okay, so we've got 5 components, 2, 4, 6, 8 wood. That's it. 5 components, 8 wood. That's at St. Mary's. So I mean, basically, unless we're going to be trading, we can't really go back there. There's not a ton of point. I mean, we could go to the supermarket, but we would have to let that particularly horrific event play out, and I just don't want to do it. She is literally starving. Don't worry. Anton came through. Ta-da! So she's going to go back down to very hungry, which is, I mean, that's still pretty rough. It's better than just outright starving. Yeah, I know you would. I know you would love another helping. I really should have built those rat traps down in the basement. I really didn't think the placement actually affected it, but now I'm starting to think that it does. Oof, we've got 33 water though. Our little cottage industry of churning out water seems to be working for us. Warm and windy, okay. Yeah, there's that whole thing of crime being on the rise, which I do not like the sound of. I know you're still tired, but is this the trader or is this someone coming to stay with us? It looks like the trader. Yep. Well, we got some meds that just appeared from nowhere that we can trade. Really, we need that. That would be very, very helpful. We're trading water, which is just... Oh! Actually pretty valuable. Cool. Cogs. I'm willing to trade every drop of water that we have, because we can always generate a bit more. Okay. Mate, that ain't worth it. Are we happy with this? I think we're gonna have to be happy with that. Okay, so we can make another meal. Well, we can as soon as we've got some water again. Really does feel like we're just constantly scraping along, but this is good. We can make 2 meals with those veggies and that food. Yeah, those traps are taking forever to spring, and I do think that I might well have made a mistake in placing them there. I didn't know, but what do you know, after all these years, still learning stuff about this game. Just when Cveta said, hey look, they're not going to turn up if I keep on hanging around them, which, and normally I just build them in the basement. I've never built them there before, and yeah, they do. They seem to be taking a long time to spring. You can build them next to each other. That seems to be fine. But normally I build them in that room down there, right at the bottom of the basement. I don't think it's my imagination. I'm sure that they spring a lot quicker. Okay, so we've got some water. It's fantastic. Let's put another filter on. Let's get some more. It's definitely worth doing this. It's definitely worth churning out some water. Cveta, you don't have to be starving anymore. I don't know if those traps can spring at night. Kind of makes sense if they could. Okay, what we'll do is we'll finish off the day. We'll do tonight, and then I think we'll call it a stream. But let's see what tonight brings. Are there going to be some new locations? I'm kind of hoping so. Kind of hoping so. Two meals, because that's what you get when you have a morsel and a veggie. Make 2 meals, sort of for the price of 1. Very efficient. Brilliant. Okay, that's okay. We're not doing great guns, but we're doing okay. Nowhere's opened up. Oh, man. So we've used all of our water. Let's go to the looted gas station, see what we can get there. Now this can be risky. Okay. Because it's the end of the stream, we'll go for it. Yeah, I gotta leave the crowbar behind. I should really have built another crowbar. It says be careful. I'm kind of not doing that. We'll go under here. We'll stay out of sight. Someone's coming. Shoot. Okay. Now the last run through, we kind of iced these people. We could just try and sprint across that courtyard, see what happens. I mean, she's saying some weird stuff, but I don't think that she's actually spotted us. Oh, TV's judging us. Threatening to turn itself off. Right, let's... Oh, God. I'm not doing anything, okay? Just leave me alone. We're at the semi-detached house. Yeah. So, it said to sneak. I don't think that really counts. Someone's coming for us. Oh dear. What's going on, Anton? Who are you looking for? Huh, that's weird. Does she know me? That's odd. That bandit seemed to recognize us. Well, if you know who I am, why are you shooting at me? So there's somebody out there. Rats. And then there's that woman there who will try to take us down. I see a fridge. Okay, so we're gonna have to flip in, really risk it for a biscuit, I think. Okay, we can't undo that door because we're just gonna be stood right in their eye line. And they've got a gun. At least the person who is actually physically pursuing us seems to have knocked it off. Okay, close that door and then they can't... Yeah, so do it. Dismantle it. Oh, it went straight to combat. Right, okay, that's why nothing was showing up to scavenge or anything like that. We got shot, so it was... It looks like we only just got grazed. Didn't even increase our wounded status, so that's something, I guess. Okay. nice to actually have some decent stuff here. Okay, we aren't getting in there without a saw blade. That's a bit of a problem. There's a fridge there. I'd very much like to know what is in that fridge, because it's probably food. Okay, alright, we've got some decent-ish stuff here. I mean, even that junk we could trade. I wonder if there's anything on the upper levels here that we didn't see. It wouldn't have shown up because we were in sort of combat stance. We want to take as much good stuff as we possibly can because coming back here is a risk. Fertilizer, great. Essentially, that's food. Ditch that cigarette. Let's take that electrical component. Definitely. Got to be a little bit careful here. Somebody's screaming that we're dead. This is dicey. Okay, so we can't go for that. She took a shot, but I don't think she actually got us. They all seem to be gunning for us. We've made some enemies. What I'm hoping is that we can escape from this side of the map. If we can't, I might just be in trouble. But I think I can see an exit there, so... What's this? Everybody's got a story. So if we come back with a saw blade, then it's likely that we'll be able to find some food or something. But we can't... I don't think we can bust open that door. No. Yeah. Okay, so we braved the semi-detached house with its crazy gatekeepers. We got shot at. I don't think we actually got shot. We need more locations opening up. Oh no. Cveta with a crowbar probably isn't sufficient to fend off a determined attack, so this could get problematic. Okay, alright, okay. Traps still haven't sprung. Okay, well I'll tell you what, we're going to call it a stream there. We're on day 11. I think it's been a pretty good start. There it goes. Oh. Okay, I'm not going to... We'll do one more day, because the trap hath sprung. It's what we were waiting for. Glad that we got that fertilizer. We'll do one more day. Admittedly, that's what this game is like. Oh, we'll do one more day, and then you do sort of... Yeah. Oh, magic. Yes. Okay. This is good. This is really, really good. I don't know why Anton's sad. Is it because he got shot at, or is it because he's hungry? I think he's a bit of a grumpy curmudgeon anyway. But I can get him down to hungry. I think that will improve his mood a bit. We need saw blades to be able to explore more areas. We need 2 saw blades for that semi-detached house. If we can build them, then we're really going to have... I don't know, that's really going to open up some options for us. But damn. I also need the reinforced door. I need to upgrade the workshop and build the reinforced door. I also need to upgrade the metal workshop so that we can build sawtooth blades. What's more important? It's the door, isn't it? We can't build either right now, so unless some wandering salesman is going to come so that we can get some more components, we ain't doing either of those things. Let's build a couple more filters. Is anyone going to arrive? Somebody like maybe Marco saying that they want to stay would be perfect. Some little kids coming saying, "Have you got any food for us, mister?" would be less than ideal. We got some things like the military outpost, which would normally be an absolute godsend, because if you can clear the military outpost, you're chuckling. You've got a lifetime supply of weapons and ammo. Very, very handy thing to be able to do. But we ain't really in a position to do that. Maybe what we could do, let's get some food on. I'd like to be able to get more done than that, really. Food, as I explained before, can't actually be stolen. If somebody comes and raids this place, they aren't going to steal the food off the stove because they just don't. So let's wait until we've got today's harvest of water. I'm well aware that we've got those meds, so perhaps what we could do, we could go back to the church if somewhere else more viable isn't here, and we could start trading those meds. In fact, kind of like that plan. Now, excuse me, because I've got to check how much. So, reinforced door, this war of mine. I would like to make sure that we get exactly what we need to be able to build that thing. And once we've got that, we can relax a bit. So it would take, oof, gosh, 30 components, 15 woods, 2 cogs, and 4 electrical parts. I've got the cogs and all of that. I know that you're hungry, Cveta. Actually, speaking of which, before we forget, we have. Oh, we need some more water. All right. Well, look, we can cook. We can cook 3 up for now. Let's just do that. Yeah, so that magical reinforced door, which is what I'm gunning for, is going to take a lot of components. Let's just see what the night brings. The warehouse sounds like a good one. It's actually extremely dangerous. The construction site sounds like a good one. It's actually extremely dangerous. So they got some snipers there. Okay. What we're going to do is something a little bit risky. We are going to go to the construction site where there are deadly snipers. We're going to hope that we can avoid them. They're going to be right at the top. Sniping away, bless them. One thing I do wish I had was another crowbar. I should have bought that. I was just thinking about saving all of the components for the reinforced door. Maybe I should have another crowbar, because I can't leave somebody back at the shelter without that anyway. Okay, so we can see them up there. Don't know how we got here without them taking us out. So they are there, they eventually move. If they spot us, we are in big trouble. So this is kind of risky, but this is the first new location that we can actually go to and potentially explore without getting slotted. Of course, if we could take those guys out, we'll have a sniper rifle to our name. We'll have done a good deed. It would improve Cveta and Anton's morale. But I mean, yeah. You can imagine the chances that a wounded old man has of being able to take these guys down. It's not great. Ow, my freaking ears. How good was that? Okay, now I'm gonna... Normally I would go as far out as I can, start bringing stuff back. I'm gonna kind of do the opposite. We're gonna make a stockpile of stuff as we go, and then it's just a case of if these guys spot us, we can sprint to the exit as fast as our old tired legs will take us. Hopefully we can get some good stuff. Gonna need a lot of components for the reinforced door. Could do with food, but that's going to be hard to come by. It could be that when they move, we get access to the very top of the map, and there's some stuff there that we can make use of. So this is a pretty inefficient way of doing this, but it's also slightly safer. It just means that if they do draw a bead on us, we can get out of here, and we can still hopefully get some stuff to take back with us. Meanwhile, Cveta is back at the shelter during an outbreak of crime, armed only with a crossbow. No, crowbar. Crossbow? Okay, we're going to pick up everything. Start ferrying it back. So we've got components, we've got, we've got wood. That is a good thing. But yeah, we need food, cogs. I think we've got enough electrical parts. It's mostly them components because we're burning through those every day. As we make water as well, you need to put those in the rainwater collector to filter the water to make it potable. And it's great, because you can use it for trade. But at the same time, it's once, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You can trade for components and things like that, but you're using the components to get the thing that you are using to trade. You get it. It is getting a little late. It's 3 AM. We're probably going to come back here anyway. I think we're going to come back here anyway, so where else are we going to go? 3 components, loads of wood. That's it. Let's call it a night for Anton. Let's see what the day brings us. I think we're probably going to get raided. It's the outbreak of crime. That means it's going to happen. We're going to have some dangerous people coming after us. And we've got an old school mom with a bit of metal to defend our stuff. Yeah. Oh, they took food. I'm glad at least we cooked up what we had. It's not like I can just keep everybody here. Ooh, the trap's wrong. How badly are you? You're kind of okay. All right, we're gonna end the. We'll end the stream there. 12 days in, we're getting by. We're kind of. It's as good as we can do, I think. This is the hardest run through. I'm so glad that we've got some angelic neighbours who have been helping us out with stuff. But it's still touch and go. Yeah, I'll do another session. Do another session at some point. I'll try and put it up on the schedule. But for now, that is the legacy of Anton and Cveta. That's the streaming done for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will catch you on the next one.